guys, welcome back to another video. Just out here watching the chickens in the goat pasture. The goats are out grazing, and just gonna talk to you guys about some of the changes and updates coming on the farm. We have some goats leaving, unfortunately, and then we'll talk about who's actually staying. First, let's check out these chickens. I like to let the chickens out into the goat area every once in a while. I don't do it all the time, but the chickens do help me keep the barn bedding all loose and stirred up, and then it's way easier to remove instead of being all compacted and everything. But they have their own separate yard as well, so when they're not in with the goats, which is majority of the time, they're in here. But I feel bad because their yard has dried out so bad. So we've rotated them into the pasture and goat area so they have more places to free range and roam, because their grass is all like dried out and we need to replant it. Alright, so it's that time of year. We are weaning our kids and we are getting ready to sell kids, and this year we're parting with a couple of our does. So we have some plans to bring on different livestock to the farm. That's kind of a work in progress, so it's kind of a surprise for all of our YouTube viewers because we haven't had anything set in stone yet. So in order for us to have this new animal, we do need to reduce a couple does. So we are going to be going from 6 adults to only 4 adults. So we tried to select for good goats that were easy to handle, goats that have a good kidding percentage for us, good production does, but also does that are easy keepers, easy to handle, and make fairly good, I don't know, like walk that line of like farm and pleasure. So we've decided that we are going to sell Lucy, which I love Lucy, but she is a very big girl and she eats a lot, and so it will probably make the most sense to rehome her first, so that we have more left over for the rest of the goats. And then we've also decided to part with Astrid. Astrid, I love her too. She's very sweet, but she's very shy and very timid, which makes handling a little bit more challenging. Because she's so shy and timid, usually what ends up happening is we get all of the easy to handle goats, and then we're like not really chasing her, but then it just feels like it's like, okay, now we have to go catch Astrid, where we were able to just go up to every other goat. So we're gonna let her leave our farm. She's leaving with her 2 daughters, so the farm she's going to is taking her 2 daughters, and then they will kind of be a family unit, which I think is going to help her come out of her shell quite a bit, because even though she's Lucy's daughter, she never quite bonded with Lucy, because usually goats stay in that family unit type of herd. And Lucy stayed close with her 2nd-year daughter, Fiona, but she never stayed close to Astrid. So we will be keeping both Freya and Lagatha, the twin doelings from Ethel, and we'll be keeping Harley, the daughter I kept last year from Lagatha. And then we are going to be keeping Fiona because, yes, she had some trouble kidding, but she sells so much potential. I don't want to part with her yet because I just want to see what she's going to do next year for us. She is Lucy's line, so very stout and robust, a heavy milk producer, just like Lucy. And yeah, I'm really hoping her buckling this year is gorgeous. He's very impressive and definitely a little noteworthy, you know. So I'm going to be keeping Fiona because I'm mostly excited to see what she does for us next year. So let me go show you around. We just got everyone set up in the weaning pens. I'll show you where everyone is. There's a cool ladybug on my arm I gotta show you. We finally got everybody in the newest pasture, the one Trevor fenced in a couple years ago for us across the driveway. We are using it as a weaning pen for now. We have one adult goat in here because the person who is buying her wants her kids to still be on her so that she can still kind of like produce milk for them or whatever. They're aware she's a meat breed, so she's not going to produce a lot, but they can wean her kids off of her themselves. So we just have Astrid in here with her two daughters. And then we have everybody else is going to be in the main pasture. So right now we have a few that are in the main pasture, but I have 3 does tied out right now. So we have Lucy, Freya, and Fiona tied out. And then Lagatha and Harley are in there with Astrid's 2 boys. And we're reducing down to 4 goats. Because we kind of have some ideas or plans for other livestock. So with a small acreage, definitely have to be more creative and selective of what animals we keep and what animals we sell. But this is day 1 of weaning. See how it goes. And 2 heights for water bowls so that the bigger goats and the smaller goats can all reach them, since we have short and tall kids plus an adult. And then Trevor recovered our little shed over here, so now it has a nice metal roof and it has a metal back as well. It's way more wind and rain proof than it was previously. So yeah, we'll see how these guys do. Once these weeds get eaten down a little bit, there are some tires in here for them to play on. And then of course we had to put a log in front so the little kids don't slip under. It's a little bit of a gap. But here's all except for 2 of the kids plus Astrid in a brand new pasture. Alright, and then I have some videos that I forgot to show you guys last month when we gave our goats their copper boluses, and then just some general like goats on the farm videos that I just forgot to share. They were meant to be included in our last video, but you know, sometimes you just lose track of all of this stuff. So these videos are from last month on the farm, but I just kind of wanted to share them with you because I thought they were fun. Hey guys, we are gonna try a new treat for our copper boluses this time. So each one of these Fig Newtons has a copper bolus in it. What I did is I just took a knife and split down the Newtony part so that I could stick the copper bolus in it and then squish it back together. I have 5, and then this one doesn't have anything in it because there's one goat that doesn't need a copper bolus, but we're still gonna give her a treat. So I know my goats like Fig Newtons. Now that they have copper boluses in them, let's see if they'll take them for us. Look what I got. Come here. So we're just gonna try to let them in one at a time on this section. Give them their treat. Obviously she did not get a bolus, but that way I can make sure they eat it. And then I'll make them go out. Let's see if we can do this easily. All right, Harley, your turn to go out. Out you go. All right. Now let someone other than Harley in. Come on.
Get in there.
I know. All right. There's hers. That was a copper bolus. Perfect. Okay, you can let her out. Okay. Now I have to try to get this one's attention.
So like once you go in, I'm not even going to stop filming for this, but once...
I'm just going to put it right in her mouth. Well, that was easier than expected. Maybe I'll just go walk up to Lucy because I have those 3 left. So let me see if I can just get Lucy to take it. I thought we were going to get wholly bombarded. Here, Lucy. Wow, Fig Newtons. It was super easy. And we've been feeding Fig Newtons as a treat, so they're used to them. Just make sure that that one goes down. Astrid's the last one. That one's going to be hard. Because she's timid of these guys. And she... I don't know. Okay. Do you want your Fig Newton? There you go. Boom. Everyone has gotten their copper bolus that needs it. And I guess we can let these guys lick this off. Oh. She just breathed off the crumbs. All gone, guys. Super easy. That was way easier than bananas. Like, they like bananas, but not as much as the Fig Newtons. The Fig Newtons, by far, easiest. All these crazy kids. Oh my gosh. Everybody has the zooms. We got all the moms out on leads to eat down this weedy bit right here, except for Lagatha. And one of Freya's kids got out too, but anyways, Lagatha's over there not wanting to be tethered, so she can't come out. Everyone else we got to accept the rope and the harness, or the rope and the collar, but Lagatha won't let us touch her with it, so she's gonna just have to think about what she done, and we'll have to try again tomorrow, because nothing is ever on your timetable when you have goats. Yeah, I would love to have them all out here grazing, but I'm just monitoring them for a little bit, so make sure no one gets tangled up. You never want to tie out a goat and then leave it unsupervised. That can be super dangerous. But we just do it so that we can get some stuff grazed down. And then the goats have more grazing options. And Lagatha's upset. And she's telling me all about it. Sorry, Lagatha. You wouldn't take the rope. There's nothing I can do. Now you're the babysitter. I successfully got the rest of the goats tied out today. So we have Harley and Lagatha over there. Freya, she's covering this front corner. And over here is Lucy and Fiona. And then of course, across the driveway, everyone is sitting in the shade for the most part. Oh, actually, there's a few down there, but Astrid is over here with her two girls. I can barely see her horns poking up. That weeds over there are pretty tall, so it's good for them. So the weaning pen is doing good. I'm just watching the udders on these ladies. We don't want to get mastitis. So I do, in the evening, milk out about 2 cups from them. You can slowly wean. This is just how I do it because I can put my girls on a stanchion and milk out what needs to be milked out. And then I'm actually feeding one of Astrid's boys the extra milk, so it works out. But if you slowly wean, then your mothers get used to lower milk production, and we just kind of just do it in one fell swoop in a week or 2. But typically you'll start separating your kids from your mothers once they get to a certain age or certain weight. You'll separate them during the night and then put them on during the day, or separate them during the day and put them on at night. It's just how everything is arranged on our property. It's not as easy to just quickly put the kids in and out back with their mothers. So we end up kind of doing it this way. If I had a weaning pen connected to our main pastures, then yeah, but our weaning pen and other pastures are all just different. So if you have a good facility to do it slowly, that's probably best. All right, well, that's it for today. We are doing good. We are our first week of weaning and everyone's doing really great. We're just watching those mamas really close and making sure that everyone's drying up okay, and all the kids over here are loving their new digs. And that's Fiona's buckling, by the way. He's very beautiful. If I could keep him, I would. Anyways, but thanks for coming with us, and we will see you guys in the next video.